Welcome to Jen's on the Reel. I'm Jenn,
And I'm Jenn.
and we're here to keep it real for you guys. Welcome.
Welcome, everybody. Thank you for tuning in.
Yes. Remember that we're on every Thursday at 8 a.m.
Yes.
on YouTube. Make sure to subscribe, like, do all that stuff that they tell you to do so, you can keep it real with us.
Yep. And you can keep in tune with everything that we're bringing to you. And today we're going to talk about
Dun, 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 dun.
Ozempic. Is Ozempic giving you cancer?
Okay, well, it's Ozempic, Tricipar or something.
I don't know the names.
And
I only know
Manjaro. It has so many names. It does.
Yeah.
does.
And there's like GLP-1 or something like that. Is that something else?
Yeah, that's something else too. Yeah. So it comes in different forms. You know that you can actually get it online and get it delivered like Amazon style.
Wasn't it prescribed?
Yeah, but I think that went out the window now. Because I know you can get it online, like they can deliver it to you and stuff like that.
Gotcha. That makes it really easy to get that. It was originally like a diabetes.
Right, it was a diabetes drug. I'm sure everybody knows about it. And they turned out that people were losing weight with it. So, you know how we are, especially Miami people. Oh, you could lose weight without exercising? I'm in.
No.
Yeah, and I feel like so many people are on it. Mm-hmm. Like all of a sudden you see all these transformations and everybody's really thin, which that's great.
And you can tell.
No, big time. You can tell even with the clothes on. Yeah. At least I could tell.
Yeah. I mean, okay, fine. At least the people are losing the weight. Because I will say that I've been working out for like 2 years or something. And I don't know if it's bad dieting or just my workouts are not conducive to losing weight. They're more like gaining.
Yeah, don't get me started on that because I've gained so much weight. I'm literally like 20 pounds more than what I'm usually. And I exercise every morning. I know I'm going through that perimenopause change. I know that hormones have to do with it. And let me tell you, I want to get on Ozempic so bad. Like so bad. I just want to fit into my clothes.
Can it be really that bad? Like, can you just do Ozempic and work out?
So yeah, suppose you can, because why everybody gets that Ozempic butt, because that's what I call it, that droopy, like nalgatrite. Like, oh, I'm so sad, kind of butt. I just feel that if you work out, because the thing is it eats your muscle, and I feel like if you work out, everybody that I've seen on talk shows and on Instagram and on Reels, they're saying you have to exercise because it eats up your muscle. Yeah. And for women, especially in my age group, you got to be careful with that because you need muscle, because you need to your bones are very important because when your body's going through a change, your bones, and you don't want to get osteoporosis, so you need your muscle and you need a certain amount of protein. And that's the only thing that scares me about that. And I'm the type of person that I don't like to take things right when they come out. Yeah. Like I like for the other people to be the guinea pig for a while.
So you waited for COVID?
Yeah, I didn't do the vaccine.
Yeah,
I didn't do the vaccine.
Do it at all?
At all.
No way.
No way. I don't do stuff when they first come out.
How did you
travel? I traveled. Mm-hmm. I had to do the test.
Okay.
They didn't not restrict you, I think, at that time.
Okay.
If you didn't have the vaccine. But yeah, I didn't take that, but because the same thing, I don't take things right when they come out.
Yeah.
They scare me. Yeah. Like even a supplement. Like I remember when do you remember Rip Fuel?
No.
Okay, so there was this thing called Rip Fuel. It was like
Ripped
Fuel. It was a fat burner.
I think I have.
With ephedrine or something. Mm-hmm. And it was amazing, that fat burner. You would be flying. Your workouts were like, wow, And it got off the market because of something, I think it was giving people heart attacks or whatever. And then that was when I was like a lot younger. So after that, I'm like, I'm going to wait for things to be out for a while.
Well, I mean, it's smart because essentially things will come out. Yes, you'll get the immediate reaction to it, but you don't know what
you don't know long term. Yeah, you don't know 20, 30 years down the road, but at least 5, 7.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I would have preferred not having to take the COVID vaccine back then. But I kind of had to because of the traveling. There was a place that actually did require,
Marcel had to take it because of work. Because he was a teacher or whatever. Yeah. But yeah, I didn't take it.
Yeah, and David had a heart attack, and we don't know if it was related to stress or if maybe
that had something to do with it.
Because
things have been coming out with COVID vaccines. They're coming out now that people have had this problem, that problem. So you never know.
Yeah, you never know.
My friend, it actually accelerated her perimenopause.
Oh, wow.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to be in perimenopause. That's a whole other episode because I have a lot to say about that, but we're not going to go there today. Today, we're going to stick with Ozempic.
Well, yeah, we'll leave it for another time. Okay, so now Ozempic has been out for a while. Would you?
I don't know. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to the doctors and I'm doing all my tests and all that stuff to see if there's anything I can do to lose weight. Maybe do some peptides or something, but I don't know. I'm not going to lie. I'm getting desperate. I'll consider it. I'm definitely considering.
How about those burn pills?
Yeah, listen, I'm trying to do everything natural, like natural to kind of lose the weight. I go to the gym every day. I have meals delivered to my house, lunch and dinner, and instead of losing weight, I seem to be gaining weight. Yeah. So I'm going to go back and check my hormones again and all that stuff because I don't know. And I know they have put women who are in perimenopause, they do put them on the Manjaro, Ozempic kind of stuff to help with the gaining of the weight. Because I'm telling you that it's crazy. Like I'll do everything right and and then I just gain weight. I mean, I don't know if it's muscle. It could be partly muscle. But still, none of my clothes fit me.
They do. Okay, so they're obviously when it comes to health and fitness and stuff like that, muscle is denser. That's what they say.
Right, muscle always weighs more.
That's what's truth.
No, yes, absolutely.
Of the industry, and trying to.
But when I look at inches, like I look at my clothes and they don't even zip up.
But then it's like, okay, so.
And don't get me wrong, I like the extra booty in the back.
Okay, I like that part. I
just don't like the handlebars that I got on the side.
The handlebars are a big deal. For me, the booty is the problem because of because
yours is like 3D.
Well, and then with the working out, I don't know if it's
she's the Dominican people.
It's the working out or that, or just like gaining weight, or am I reaching, I feel like I'm still too young to reach the perimenopause type frame. But I swear to God, there was a moment that I was like, for sure, I'm going through this because I think
you're too young for that. But it turns out that people start that actually young. I've heard it as in the early 40s.
35, I've heard too.
Yeah, early 40s and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, but I don't know. Maybe it was just a moment, a hormonal imbalances or something. Women, we go through a lot. And men,
don't even get me started. Hey guys, it's that time of the show again where we have to mention our sponsors. So the Jenn and the Real Show was brought to you by Newell Title and the Curse Team, where we handle all your real estate needs with men. Because Marcel, literally, his heart rate was going up. And he decided to now start working out because he was only going to the gym on the weekends when I go to the gym. Oh. But now he decided that he's going to start working out. He started eating better, and he's lost like 5 or 7 pounds like in a week. It's ridiculous.
David was gone for a week, and he lost 10 pounds.
Like, what is that?
That's not even fair. Know he went through some stuff, but at the same time, I could probably go through all that stuff and lose 2. Okay? Not 10. 2.
Listen, I keep gaining. I don't understand what's going on. I keep gaining.
Yeah, no, it's a lot. I was gonna say David has this joke with and I'm sure it's heard multiple times. It's men pause, or
yeah, that's what I call it, man pause. Pause, man pause.
And I met somebody actually the other day. David and I were at an event, and there was this gentleman, and he was telling me that he had like 12 girlfriends. I was like, first of all, how do you deal?
How old is he?
Yeah, I think he looked like he was in his 60s, early 60s, late 50s.
So how
60s.
The hell at 60 do you deal with so many girls when you could barely do it when you're younger? I feel like when men are younger, they have more energy.
And he has a range of ages, most of them in their 20s and 30s, right?
That's crazy.
And then the truth comes out because I'm like, you only do that when you don't one commitment because something happened, or you're having a problem trusting like women for some sort of reason, again, something happened. Anyway, we get deeper into the subject because now at this point he's like super drunk. So he's just divulging information. And he tells me that he was married for 20 something years. He loved his wife dearly, but then she got menopause and she didn't know how to handle it. And he didn't know how to handle it either.
Well, I can totally get why men leave women for younger women.
Yeah.
Like they're wise for young women. I get it. Now I get it.
Yeah.
And I also get why my mom, after a certain age, didn't want anything to do with no man and didn't want a relationship, didn't want anything. And I never understood it back then until now.
Yeah.
Now I understand why, because there's times that I can't even stand myself and I can't even leave me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So imagine for them, it's crazy. So yeah, and your sex drive goes down, and yeah, I can totally see that.
I think the mood swings are definitely a big deal.
The mood swings, the
it's almost like
waking.
you have, when back then the cartoons used to have like a little angel and a devil. It's almost like that angel was never there when you're going through those mood swings. Like,
yeah, you're like bipolar.
I'm usually super, super sweet and optimistic and stuff like that. But when I'm about to have, be in that time period of the month, that week prior, if it almost feels, I would imagine, similar to perimenopause, where you're like kind of a little bit out of control.
Yeah, but imagine like that all the time.
Yeah. Well, my thought process is so intense and so negative and so like murderous. You know what I mean? I can't even explain it any better than that. It's just I feel so evil, and I can't stand myself.
Yeah, that happens.
And David just kind of stays away from me and like lets me kind of like deal, because he knows anything he says is wrong.
Yeah, you're just gonna eat him alive.
Well, it took it took
takes
a few
a while.
trial and error situation.
Yeah, I think it takes a while for.
And even then, I'd probably get upset when he doesn't acknowledge, or deal with my nonsense.
It's like, don't you know?
Yeah, yeah.
What's
or
wrong
I'm
with
talking
you?
to you. I'm going through this. You need to, you know what I mean? It's like
You
it's
need
like
more
weird-
understanding.
Yeah.
Mark it in your calendar.
Yeah, no, not a thing. But now he knows, and I think men get it with you. Like when you're in a weird mood, either we pass it on to
And
them
I
and
feel
we
like
make them moody.
and they get the menopause too.
Yeah, yeah. Because he's completely different too. So we just try to stay away from each other. Like we're still together, but it's almost like
Well,
that.
I feel like people get. we're human. Everybody gets
Cycles.
moody. You know what I mean? You have a bad day, a bad mood. Shit happens. It's just when you're like that constantly. There's so many things that go into play. You're like that constantly. It's the mood, the weight gain, this, that, and there's with so many things nowadays. Because back in the day, they didn't have any of those things. Like people just thought, women were crazy. But now there's so many things for so many things. You could take stuff for weight loss. You could take stuff for your mood. Now they have hormone treatment. There's a bunch of stuff that you could take.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I mean, going back to the Ozempic, do you know if it affects your mood? Is that a thing?
No, it doesn't. I have a few friends that are on it, and it doesn't affect their mood. They look great, but they've done it. Granted, my friends were like in an age group a little above your age group. So they did the glow up. They did they went in and did lipo and tummy tuck, and then they got on the Ozempic to keep it off. And both of them right now, actually all three, there's three of them, off the top of my head, they look great. They do, they look good. And I don't want to resort to that, but I'm not going to lie. I might take the leap. At least, maybe not the surgery. Not yet.
How about lipo?
I've thought of that too.
Because,
But that's what I'm thinking. I think before I'll do the lipo, I'll do the Ozempic.
There's someone within my age group that did it, and she looks phenomenal. I mean, she looked great before.
The lipo?
Yes, but then she did the lipo, and it was like, I work out a lot, and I cannot even see one ab. And she has all her abs present because she did the lipo and she does work out. So it's kind of like, is it worth it? It's just lipo, right? Like I always have this fight between reality and being fake. But I'm married, so I'm not fish. You know what
I have no problems like going under a knife or whatever. I'm all for it. No judgment here. You glow up, you do you, boo. I'm all about it. Like, whatever makes you feel better.
It's just sometimes it's so out of touch. And it's so overdone. You know what I mean? It's just weird. And then the attitude changes.
Yeah, not really. I feel
women.
You just have to do your research. You can't wait till like it's too much. You know what I mean? Do your research. Like the Ozempic thing, it's been out now for quite some time. They are finding out things, but you have to get your thyroids checked. You got to get yourself checked before you get on anything like that. So I feel like as long as you get yourself checked out and losing weight, it's going to make you feel better and make you happier, then I think you should do it. But keep in mind your health, because you don't want to just be happy for 10 years. You want to be happy for like the next 40 or 50 years. You know what I mean?
And don't you think there's like a time frame maybe to do it? Like if you do it too early, I feel like you're going to end up doing again later on. And then is it like, again, I have a constant battle, and this is no judgment to anybody specifically. I just think about it internally, like me having to do something, and think about, if I do something right now, what am I going to look like in 10 years? You know what I mean? And do I have to undergo surgery again? Because now I'm all like freaking weird because things didn't sit right with age, So it's kind of, it's like
depends.
A tattoo.
But I don't think
the tattoo doesn't show because your skin.
I don't think lipo or Ozempic can do that much harm.
That's
From
true.
you, and by that time you're so wrinkly and stuff, you're not gonna care.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I mean, like you said, you do you if it makes you happy, And then there's I also think about the catfishing. Like, I don't know why I'm even worried about like men falling for women or women falling for men, and then all of a sudden, that
catfishing
you have
thing
kids.
is real.
Yeah, you have kids, and your kid looks like freaking Shrek because.
Yeah, the catfishing thing is real. That's gonna be a whole other episode.
Yeah.
We might have to bring some of my single friends on here.
So they can give some input.
So they can put some input.
Yeah.
So listen, let's do this. Let us know in the comments. Let us know what you think of Ozempic. Is it a good idea? Should I do it? Should I not do it?
Yes.
For those people who have done it, I would love to know your opinion. So chime in, let us know.
Yeah.
How do you
feel? I really want to know how do you feel, and are you bouncing like if you stop taking it? How are you staying, or are you bouncing back to where you were? Is it?
So let us know. We're curious.
Yes.
So.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. We will see you then, or you will see us in a week.
See you then. Keep it real.